Look at the traits at which whites outscore at least blacks. The Asian thing's a bit obviously more mixed. Say intelligence. Despite what is sometimes said that, well, intelligence doesn't mean that much, this means more to some people than others, that's true to some extent, but as far as I know, every culture on earth has some equivalent of smart and some equivalent of stupid. And in every culture, their equivalent of smart is a compliment, and their equivalent of stupid is an insult. And the smart enjoy higher status. So in the personal, along these categories of personal traits, there's a kind of unanimity and emulation about what counts as better, and on that standard, the personal standards, whites do better. Now, in fact, I want to return to that when I'm going to get back to morality. But this fact that everybody seems to agree in valuing the traits on which whites excel explains why. This is important for sort of how do you handle an egalitarian. Why egalitarians and everybody are so quick to think that when you say whites are more intelligent than blacks, you're saying they're superior. And the simple reason is that they think intelligence is important. They think intelligence is, they use intelligence as a standard of excellence. If they thought one group was more intelligent than another, they would say it's superior. And when they hear you say that one group is more intelligent than another, they automatically project, and quite reasonably, they automatically project their own standard and attribute it to you. I say that's not unreasonable. If someone spoke to you and said, the steaks at, what is it called here, Oliver's? The steaks at Oliver's are tender and juicy, you would imagine that that means that's a good steak, let's go eat it. If I then said, yeah, but tenderness and juiciness don't count for goodness in steaks, it's the angle at which they're cooked in the grill or something, you'd be very puzzled. You'd automatically assume I was praising it. Since most egalitarians, like everybody else, value intelligence, that's one of their standards, they attribute it to us and make the inference, attribute to us the inference they would make if they came around on the empirical facts. Bear this in mind as a way of throwing the ball back in your court.